Do you not know your own history? You do not know your own racial history. Occidental. Yakub was a black scientist who lived 6,600 years ago and began the creation of the white race through a form of selective breeding, referred to as grafting. What's a Yakub? You guys don't know about Yakub? I'm gonna teach you all you guys have to learn, you have to learn some fucking, some deep lore, right? I'm not supposed to be talking about Yakub. I'm not supposed to be letting my non-Yakubians know about it. Yakub is a Nation of Islam thing. I don't know. I'm not gonna like make fun of it hardcore, but it is hilarious to see. So this is Yakub. Right here. Ooh, it's this big-headed dude, right? It's fucking awesome. So, like, I'm gonna fucking... Did I say Nation of Island? No, Nation of Islam. Why did I say island? My bad. The whole Yakub thing is basically like a racist creation story, but like against white people instead. It slaps. I'm gonna mistell it real quick and just try to get it out there as fast as I can. So Yakub is a big brain dude, and he had weird birth circumstances. So like he was born to a king, but because the king was in a monogamous relationship with the queen and had a brother, like his older brother as a son, the king cheated on his wife with some hot temptress, right? The story is very misogynistic. The king cheated on his wife and basically brought original sin into like old school, like this is like a hyper cool black Africa. No white people. White people didn't exist, by the way, in this world. White people do not exist yet. It's only black people. And he has that his wife has Yakub, right? Who's this like little big-headed freak kid. And then they find out that Yakub's mad smart. Yakub's mom gets killed because of the sin of cheating, right? So the king has to kill her, even though I think the king is the one that fucked her. It might have been the king's kid. I can't remember. It doesn't really matter. It's a subgroup of national Islam, probably. Who cares? The story alone is just the best lore ever. So Yakub is like hyper smart because he got big brain, right? He does like scientific and sociological progress, and he starts basically getting plans on usurping his brother, who's like the good king's throne, right? And he gets caught on the way to doing it, and he's trying to overthrow that current nation with basically people coming to his cult and worshiping Yakub. Long story short, he gets exiled, and when he gets exiled, he's mad upset about it. He's super pissed. But he brings the Yakubians, whatever, out into the desert, and he starts booty smashing all the Yakubian women, and doing incest in order to create a race that will destroy his brother's kingdom. And he makes white people. He breeds. He breeds the melanin that makes people good out of the white people into the comic slaps, because he breeds up straight up like 1950s. Look at that. The comic I read, the white people that show up look like straight up like John card holder and like Cindy soccer mom. Bob haircuts naturally. The fucking white people are beastly and monstrous, and they can barely talk, and all they want to do all day is laze around and like eat and stuff, but they have like a bloodlust in them. And so Yakub leads his army of inbred, white, naked, monster people to, I think it's the Nubian nation, actually, if I remember correctly, but I can't remember. It to the heart of the African kingdom, unified black African kingdom, and destroys it. It separates into all of the nations of Africa because of his damage, and then he kills his brother, I guess, if I remember correctly. And then when he's standing on top of it, he learns the lesson, and that is that the white people are like, we'll always turn on you too, because we don't know anything but our lust for blood and sex and blah 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 blah. And they kill him. They beat open his big brain, and he dies. And I love that, and it's one of the best things ever. It's Mecca. Is he actually in Mecca? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not remembering every detail of the racist origin story that explains where I came from. It goes so hard, bro. It was just, you could just feel it in there. It's just somebody that just like experienced some real hardcore Jim Crow racism when they fucking dream that shit up, and they're like, I want to do that to somebody else. I fucking so mad. I can only feel bad for her, but that shit slaps, dude. If you don't know who Yakub, you got to know who Yakub is, man. Somebody, you might be called a Yakubian devil at some point. That's what they mean. You did it properly, Tyler. Nothing wrong. This is a very sanitized version of Yakub. He brings him to Mecca. To fucking Osu. Get Yakub right, motherfucker. He's been looking at me. My ancestral forefather Yakub has been staring at me from this the entire time. I just read a real quick, I read a primer on Yakub. The Yakubian progeny mind is too weak to remember the lore. I love you guys showing up in a chat like, is he talking about Yakub? Nothing will ever make me happier than that. If I get a clap emojis, learn your history. Oh my god. And so the scientist created, and so the scientist Yakub created the arm sandwich race. That would be my fucking... This is why you guys need to make me bigger. If I was huge, I would spend the time just do an entire stream reading the Legend of Yakub, at least maybe a small primer version that wouldn't take 8 hours or something in fucking Measurehead. And so you don't know your racial history, Occidental. You and the other mayonnaise monkeys, you are descended from Yakub. I call the Black Israelites Power Rangers. Shut up. 8 hours of this shit. I have it's a whole book. It's like a little pamphlet. I just want to read a little bit. Let me just read a little bit of Yakubian lore. As fucking. Well, come on now. Oh, it's down there. I'm like, keep trying to open the window and nothing happens. It's because it's already open. Hold on. No, not that one. Yakub. Yakub lore. Okay, I can just read the summary alone would be fine. Do you not know your own history? You do not know your own racial history. Occidental. Yakub was a black scientist who lived 6,600 years ago and began the creation of the white race through a form of selective breeding, referred to as grafting. While he was living on the Isle of Patmos, the story has, throughout its history, caused disputes within the NOI. However, on my island, we know the truth of Yakub. Prince Naveen. Oh my god, we didn't get all the way into it now. If you're toying us voice to right-wing Mandela, what is that even? That is right-wing Mandela. It's fucking Eraserhead. Or Measurehead. It's true, we just want to laze about and kill. It's kind of fucking accurate. Fucking Nation of Islam guy. I can't do it. I'm gonna run the line with this one, but it's just a Nation of Islam guy talking about me. Just so you're telling me he makes jokes about being a cannibal. He feels like it's okay to talk about black culture, and you're saying he's not Yakubian. Please. Man, I like 40K, but white people got more bonkers lore. Oh my god, I need to read these fucking stories, dude. I gotta end this. I gotta end that segment before I end up getting myself in trouble. Fucking I'll let out the fucking the extra dangerous shit. I clicked on fucking thing and Osu's got the comic up. You know, I was like, I was all about like people's rights and stuff, and I was a bit of an anti-racist until I started watching the Westside Tyler stream and got radicalized into Nation of Islam Yakubian doctrine. Farrakhan. Oh my god! If you guys want to see what this shit looks like. Oh fuck me! I'll show it. I'll show it one time at least. Jesus Christ! Asking for trouble. Yakub, the father of the white devil race, 22 pages. A story based on reliable historical documents about Yakub and the creation of the white race. Look at this man. His head being so big that it fits the title card that's long as shit on it, it just kills me, dude. My man got a magnet. The Book of Tricknology, that's right. It's so 1970s. The shit you hear in this has got like the most 1970s vibe to him. Man's got the Book of Tricknology in his hand. No! Why did my forefather do this? Please, please. Brother Umar, save me. Brother Umar, save me. Look at my man getting it, dude. Oh, Lord. You guys gotta watch this show. they gave this motherfucker the most cracked the cracked highline I've ever heard. I did my man like this. It's one of those things where you literally can't tell how serious it is. If you can't see, it's like done like a woodcut style. You see him, you think maybe he's just got a little baby with his big. Mama said that Yakub was mean because his brain was big and then his mother got killed. But my mama said that Yakub was mean because his head itched and he couldn't scratch it. Look at that. You're like, okay, that's he just got this little bit of hair because he a baby. Nah, look at this. I love the insinuation that you put in here because all of everyone else has got real ass hairlines, like full heads of hair and shit, right? So they try to blame like a standard black male pattern baldness on this little motherfucker. He gave it to everybody. He gave everybody black male pattern baldness with this shit. They call this the Carl Winslow phonology. I just love it, dude. Look at this little beast. This is my, anybody who's watching, this is me, I'm watching, this is my ancestor, right? This is my ancestor right here. He made me. Oh, I can't keep showing this. I cannot keep showing, I gotta bail on it because there's titties in it. They show him getting down. They show him beating it up, dude. If this comic was old enough, I'm stunned that this never ended up on the like cover of like. You remember when some people get away with some wild as fuck rap album covers? I don't know if you guys are, if you're old enough, you remember like maybe like the early 2000s, before everything had to get on the internet and be like Apple iTunes clean. Like there was some wild fucking album covers back in the day. I'm surprised that like some of these panels never ended up as one. If this is old enough. Would you rather get $5,000 or a dinner with Yakub? It's the guy. It's the deal offer. You know the deal offer meme where it's like this, but it's that picture of Tariq Nasheed doing the exact same hand. Why? Why do I? Say it. Why would I need to have dinner with Yakub? I see him in the eyes of my every family member at the cookout. He's in the smile of every child. Oh my god. Kendrick is one step away from that level of Hotep, to be honest. Kendrick is playing fight. Kendrick is on the line, dude. Oh my god. Oh no, that's just a vote. That BS is a vote again. Yes. So a black guy is to blame for white people. Is this pro-black? Am I lost? It is, dude, it is impenetrable fucking like lore from an extremely intense sect of the Nation of Islam. It's wild. I don't think it's in vogue with basically anybody that's remotely normal, but like the guys like black Israelites and stuff, you know, the dudes that like stand on the street corner and talk about like they just say the most crazy shit. Like they're the closest people belief wise in like their subsection of existence that would be like, yeah, Yakub. So if you ever hear somebody calling you a Yakubian devil, I know it's your history. Hoteps are lightweight compared to 5%ers. Oh. Yakub before white. Best part of this, Tyler, is this comes from Harlem. Is it really? I'm not surprised. The technology shit, that is just one. I miss those weird 1970s portmanteaus. Does anybody else know what I mean? I can't even just dream one up off the top of my head, but like that used to be the vibe of that era. They got kicked out of the Nation of Islam. It may not be pro-black, but it is for sure anti-white. Yes. True Megamind lore, yes. The dent in his head looks like thighs. Dude, yeah, imagine giving birth to that. That his mom survived is like a crazy testament. Like, I feel like there's like a lot of insinuations in this that are pretty crazy. I'd have to read the entire thing. I don't want to steal this dude's work because this is the only place I know that it goes to. Frank Edwards, Smack Frank on X. You guys can go read it yourself if you want. Be hilarious. I don't know. People try to call me. They try to call me a racist. I'm like, I don't know. Have you guys seen the stream where I radicalized a bunch of people to Yakub? Yakub is from Detroit in the 1930s. It got rewritten in the 1950s in Harlem by Farrakhan. His mom is superhuman for sure. Kanye has enough Hitler particles to be Yakubian, to be honest. True. True. Don't worry, he made sure to make the docs give her the husband stitch. Bro, shit, that's not the husband stitch. That's a survival stitch. That stitch is in your spine with that motherfucker. Fucking. Bro, she's just walking around. She could jump off a building and catch the wind on the way down. Just. Yakub's mom just jumping off the top of a tower, floating down like Mary Poppins, just staring at motherfuckers on the way down. Oh man, god damn, that shit's fucking funny. Oh, I'm so. I gotta get him off the screen. Osu fucked me up with that. Osu obliterated me, man. I was trying to do other shit. I turn it on. I'm like, oh, the Westside Tyler live notices. I gotta check my stuff. My editors and shit try to help me out. And I turn it on and just fucking Coop looking at me with a magnet in his hand. Oh my god. Oh, fuck me. Forget yay, bros, now yeah. No, Yakub is anti-black specifically. Good black people were around too. Like, Yakub is supposed to explain white people and race traders, as I understand it. And that he made basically his like weird and set, like, if as I get it, any black dude that would want to sleep with a white chick is doing Yakubian shit and like propagating Yakubian genetics. It's sort of like a it's a very, I would say it's kind of like a black version of Hyperborea. If you guys know what Hyperborea is, the like pretend everybody looks like fucking ultra Aryan white angels. It's like a magical non-such place north of like Sweden, in that area. Like, Hyperborea is this idealized all-white nation, right? Like, the purpose of Germany was really to try to create a Hyperborea, kind of like you know, epic rings cycle type version of, you know, whiteness. The Yakubian myth, very similar, where it talks about basically, you know, a black version of Hyperborea, Mecca, sort of, in Africa, which Mecca is not in.
Hope you enjoyed your time on the West Side.